Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist based in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria. Since people often want to know why I don't add the state I'm located in. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite face primers for oily skin. If you have very oily skin, oily oil producing skin, then just sit back, get popcorn, get juice and sit back because this video might be very long. I have extremely, like, you have combination, you have oily, you have very oily, you have extremely oily skin. I have extremely oily skin, and in today's video I'll be showing you my top favorite 5 or 6 primers for oily skin. Now let's get over to the video. The very first primer I'll be talking to you about today is this face primer. I don't know what happened to number 7. Like, I don't understand how brands can do this. Like, you have a best-selling product and you wake up overnight and you say it's been discontinued. How? Why? For what reason? This face primer, I think, was one of the best-selling items I have from Boots number 7, and suddenly they just discontinued it. Like the day I found, I looked for this face primer all over, like around where I stay, and I went online and I watched a video and the girl was like, it's been discontinued. So I went to research and discovered that it was actually true. This Boots number 7 beautifully matte makeup base. This primer is extremely good for oily skin. Now, if you have extremely oily skin, you should understand the idea that at some point during the day, your skin definitely, the oils will break through. But with a very good primer, the time between which you apply your makeup and the oil starts seeping through gets to extend. Like, if I apply my makeup like on a normal day and I don't use face primer, within 30 minutes, like, you're already seeing like my T-zone shining. But with a face primer like this, I can get up to 4-5 hours where, like, you just start seeing a soft glow before it becomes very oily, like I have to blot. So this Boots number 7 face primer is very good. Please guys, you know of any vendor in Nigeria where I can get this Boots number 7 face primer? Please just let me know. I need to stock up on it too before it goes into oblivion finally. So this Boots number 7 beautifully matte makeup base is one of my top holy grail face primer for oily skin. Now, one thing I would like to chip in here is this. For extremely oily skin, any silicone based primer will not work. Like, I don't know how people just come to say I have oily skin and I use like this silicone primer, Maybelline Baby Skin, or like the ordinary high adherence silicone primer, and it works for me. Like, you don't have oily skin, like, just step aside. We don't have oily skin, we know ourselves. I've never used any silicone primer that really didn't work for me, like those silicone based primer. This Boots number 7 primer, it comes, oh man, I'm so scared to even use this little bit now. It comes like this. It almost more like a lotion texture, and it applies white, but when you blend it in, it kind of like blends into the skin. Like, you can look at it and you can't really see it anymore. That's one of the reasons why I love this Boots number 7 beautifully matte makeup base. Now, the other face primer I love is by Sasha Cosmetics. This is called the Sasha Mattifier Face Primer. This face primer is a mattifying primer. In fact, let me just give a quick disclaimer right here. All the face primers I'm going to be talking about here are all mattifying from little to like higher degrees. They are all mattifying primers. I don't have any hydrating, illuminating primer right here because my oily skin, I can't do guy, one thing I would suggest is this: always make sure you moisturize. Try to scrub your face like with a mild face scrub, like twice a week, and always make sure that you moisturize at least 15 minutes before you apply your face primer and your makeup. Now onto the Sasha mattifier face primer. This face primer, just like the Boots number 7, I discovered that those silicone primers do not work for me. I have tried and they don't work. The Sasha comes as well in this lotion format. It's a little bit more colorless than the Boots number 7. You blend it in and it blends into the skin. The Sasha, with Sasha one, you kind of notice as you blend it in, it dries. You kind of notice the mattifying, like you kind of notice your skin getting mattified or dry, like almost immediately. With the Sasha primer and like these other primers, I rub it into the skin, and then as soon as I see it has absorbed, I kind of like pat it in and then let it set. That's how I use. With this primer, I can get at least 6 hour wear before the oils on my skin starts coming through. How do I apply these primers? I'll let you know how I apply these primers at the end of this video. At times I layer. You can go in with one and go over it with the other one. So you might want to hang on to then so that you see how I apply all these primers on my skin to help absorb the oil that I have pouring out of my skin. So the second face primer I have right here is the Sasha Mattifier Face Primer. Please, this primer is a bit expensive, but it does the work. There is one other primer I am trying to get my hands on now, the Face to Face Anti-Shine. I've not been able to get it, but I think that will be another one primer that really do wonders on my skin. Now the third primer I have in my list here is the Soap and Glory One Head of a Lot Primer. I first came across this primer on Casey Holmes' page on YouTube page, and she read about this Soap and Glory One Head of a Lot face primer, how it was one of her best. I know she has oily skin, not as oily as mine by any long one, but really oily as well, and she said it worked for her beautifully. So I decided to give it a try, and then I got it, and you can see like it's like my third tube, like I'm almost out of this. I also have like one backup left, and then any friend that have come from the US, I always plead with them to like try and get me this face primer. In another video I'll be filming, I'll show you how I also get some products from the US using a shipping service. I will have that video up shortly. I'll do like kind of haul of products that I got and then let you know what it entails. So if you would like to see that video, let me know, thumbs up this video, and then I'll have that film that video for you guys. So this Soap and Glory One Head of a Lot Primer, it's a mattifying primer. All the primers I'm talking about here are mattifying primers. It doesn't have that silicone consistency like most face primers do. This one is more I need to get it out here. Sorry, I don't want to waste my primers. You can see it here, like it's a bit white, slightly white, milk color, and then when you blend it in, it just kind of blends into the skin. So no matter how dark you are, it doesn't leave any cast on the skin, and that's the one thing with the primer. It mattifies almost instantly and just keeps the oils at bay. You also have to go in with a good matte foundation, but without any of these primers on the skin, the matte foundation, like they can't even last. Like the matte foundation claims to have a 6 hour wear. On the skin like mine, it won't wear for more than an hour to 2 hours without a good strong mattifying face primer. The fourth face primer I have right here, the NYX Angel Veil Primer. Now I'm going to put this to a close pour. So the NYX Angel Veil, I thought was a dupe for the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. Now that primer is very expensive. I cannot afford it. Like how? It's so expensive. I can't even think So I watched some videos and I was told that the NYC India Veil is cheap for that primer. So I went ahead and I got it. But this India Veil primer, it did nothing for my oily skin. Yes, I applied it and like it filled in my skin, like my foundation applied smoothly, but it did little to nothing for oil control. Like if my foundation lasts like 30 minutes without a primer, with this primer it lasted like an hour 30 minutes, so it didn't really do much. And then the Becca Evermatte, everybody raves about this primer. This primer is the best in the world. This primer is this primer is that. This primer, if I apply this primer in 3 hours, my face is already oily again. I have tried everything. I have tried not moisturizing underneath this primer. I have tried patting it in. I have tried rubbing it in. I have tried using a brush. I have tried everything trying, but it didn't work for me. And the worst thing with this Becca Evermatte primer is that like you apply it and immediately your face goes like matte, like very matte and dry, and then you go ahead and put your foundation and in your mind, this primer is going to last so long, but everything blends wrongly on top of this primer. Like your foundation just goes patchy, like it doesn't blend on the skin very well. Most times I go in with this primer, I have to wait like 30 minutes before I apply my foundation so it can sit at least okay on the primer. And then I had this primer lying aside. I got this primer and I didn't even use it for like up to half, and I tossed it aside. And I got this one and I just used it for a while and I tossed it aside. And one day I was on Instagram, there was a makeup artist who wrote about trying to encourage that makeup artist, like what products you use for your makeup and everything, and people were recommending. And I just read the comments and someone wrote that she mixes NYX India Veil with Becca Evermatte and it gives her like the perfect mixture. And I was like, those two. And I got this out. Believe you me, like among all the primers I have right here, these two primers mixed together is like holy grail. This is like the best primer ever for oily skin. I take in a little bit of this and going with this and mix it on the palms of my hand. Like it mixes so well. It doesn't mix patchy. It applies well on the skin. It doesn't leave, it just mattifies the skin. But at the same time, it allows everything to blend seamlessly on top of the skin. Like you just apply your foundation, your concealer, everything, and it blends so well. And it just makes your face, it just gives this beautiful look to the face. And with my oily skin, these two separately, they do nothing for my oily skin, but together I can get at least a good 6-7 hour wear. So these two together, yes. Separately, maybe manageable, but these two, like I'll be repurchasing them again as like a whole. Like using these two together, that's just like one primer for me. Now the last primer I'm going to talk about today, it's not sold as a it wasn't made for a primer, but I always tell people this, like the fact that something was made for a particular purpose does not mean you must use it for that very purpose. Because I have this and one other item I'm going to be talking about today. They are not primers per se, but they do the work, and that was why I said initially at the outset of this video that I'm going to be talking about 5 or 6 primers. Now I have talked about 4 primers already. What I have right here is the Pond's Lasting Oil Control Vanishing Cream. This is supposed to be a vanishing cream, but it has rapidly in Nigeria become an oil control primer. Like most makeup artists, they have it in their kit. I personally, I use it. Whenever I use this primer or this vanishing oil control vanishing cream, I don't moisturize, because I discovered that if I apply this on top of moisturized skin, like it just holds my makeup in place for like an hour 30 minutes tops, and it goes, because it's supposed to seep into the skin, it's supposed to work with the skin. And I read about it and it has some moisturizing properties, so it's almost the same thing as a moisturizer. I ensure that like the face is still a little bit damp, because this thing goes dry real quick, and then I take use my fingers going and apply on my face, and then with a little bit of water left on the face, I blend it into my face and then I pat it in. Like it just it just absorbs and sinks into the skin, and then this as a primer can keep my face matte for the usual between 6 to 8 hours. With this, I use this and it's just Holy Girl status. I don't know why how Ponds came about this, but it works, and there are so many attestations to that. And believe you me, for very oily skin, this is going to be one of the best brands. Now the final face primer I have right here is the baba of all of them. Like with this face primer, I can apply my makeup in it by 6 in the morning, and then by 10 p.m. at night, my face is still how it was. It's not going anywhere. That's when I even start having that slightly subtle glow, like, oh, my face is glowing. I'm having this glowing, illuminated look. Side. With this, I can have my makeup on for good 17 to 18 hours before I start having my skin look like an oily mess. More often than not, I apply this on top of one of the other primers I have here, and I ensure that it's on moisturized skin. Like, people apply directly to their best skin, but I will not encourage you to do that. Like, you can just moisturize your skin, have a good moisturizer, and then go in with this. What is this? You are seeing the blue cup. This is the Philips Milk of Magnesia Original. This is the original, not the flavored one. This is an oil. People have a lot of things to say about this, like it's not good, it's bad, but you take this to your tummy for when you have stomach aches and stomach pains, and you say it's not good for my face. But I've been using this for years and it works. I've not had any breakouts, I've not had any issues with face. It works very well. Philips Milk of Magnesia, makeup artists, they use it, they rave about it so well. This is like the longest wearing and working face primer I have ever used in my entire life to date. Like with this, I can have at least 12 to 18 hours wear. It does not look like an oily mess. So what I do, I have a small tube, a small bottle. I pour in at intervals. I pour it into the small bottle with a flip top, and I use that. Like, I have that in my bag, my makeup bag I use every day. Then I keep this aside. I don't go around with this. Sometimes I travel, I go with that. I use it in my kids, and I've not had any issues from any clients till date. So if you guys like to try some of these primers out, I would like to give you a tip. Now what I do is this. I get mostly oily on my T-zone, and then the rest of my face doesn't really get so oily. So what I do is this. I go in with my face primer, I apply a little bit on my hand, I go in with it all over my skin, all over my face, and then I go in with a little bit more of any face primer I am using. I go in with like an extra on the T-zone. Like, I just tap it. I don't rub it in again. I just tap it on those areas, tap it in properly, tap it in just on my T-zone. So let me go through that again. I go in initially with a little quantity of my face primer all over the face, and then I take a little bit more of the face primer and then concentrate it on my T-zone area, and then after that I give my face a good spritz of setting spray. Daron has a good setting spray. Kiss Beauty has a long wearing setting spray I love. NYX has a good setting spray. I like to sink into my skin, and then go with my foundation on. Voila, I have my makeup locked and set in place throughout the day. So if you don't have oily skin, this might just be too much on your skin. But if you have oily skin, like you've tried so many things and they didn't work, just try one of these. There's some other primers like Rimmel Stay Matte and one or two other ones. Like those ones, it didn't really work so well for me. I'm still thinking of getting the face-to-face anti-shine control primer. I'll get that shortly and I'll let you know how that goes. But for now, these are like the face primer that Holy Girl status. I have been using them. They work for me. They've never failed me any single time. And I will encourage you guys to like try it out and see. And also, if you have like very oily skin and you've tried like some other primers I have not heard about, like I don't even know, please kindly leave them in the comment section below. Let's gist one-on-one. Let me even know some of those products that you are using that I don't even know. Like, I like to learn from you in as much as you are learning from me. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I don't think you guys for granted. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you in my very, very